So welcome in our hybrid meeting experience. What we want to show here is our fully integrated Unicos multimedia experience. I think we all agree after COVID we had a lot of meeting rooms that need to be equipped as a hybrid meeting space. Hybrid is here to stay, that's for sure. And there's a couple of things that we believe that we really solve with our multimedia stations. So first of all, audio. Audio in recent studies, it's still kind of known that in a lot of hybrid meeting spaces, audio is still the main issue regarding conferencing experiences. This is why one of the reasons why we earlier last year introduced smart audio and control. And that's basically our solutions have always been known for more structured and moderated meetings, so in more formal meeting settings, where you use push to talk or use a queuing system, a request to speak system. Obviously, if you go into more like working meetings, boardroom type of environments, you want to create a collaborative meeting where everybody naturally can join a conversation. So this is why we introduced hands-free mode, and hands-free mode basically means that up to 32 microphones are active all the time. We apply gain sharing, so we provide more gain if you start speaking, but you will never lose the first syllables, which you typically had with a Vox operated system, like a lot of other conferencing applications do. Also, all the loudspeakers stay active, so we have up to 32 mix-minus channels integrated on the conferencing solution natively, so you have a consistent audio coverage throughout the room. So that's the audio portion. If you want to have like more granular control of the audio in the space, we also have what we call DSP mode. And DSP mode releases all the microphones on a Dante channel, and then you can do all the processing in DSP, and at the same time send audio back individually to the loudspeaker, so you can create your mix-minus totally in DSP. So that offers the capability to use DSP of choice. If you want to reduce the number of channel counts for your DSP, we also have a web-based audio management system where we can combine several microphones, group them together, and then send that to individual Dante channels. So you have full flexibility to operate and do the control on the audio level. The second thing that we try to solve, or that we solve with those types of applications, is line of sight issues. So imagine longer kind of boardroom, long, small. Let's say I'm sitting at the front here and I'm speaking, but somebody is 20 seats down the road. He can't see me speaking, right? So you have line of sight issues. Maybe somebody is obstructing the view to the screen. You want to see a certain area of the presentation, and then you start to see people wiggling around to see the screen. So that's the first thing, line of sight issues. From a participant to a screen. The second thing is that we don't always have the ideal position to put panel zoom cameras. And that means that people are also not aware which camera is shooting at them. Typically, if I'm a remote participant and I'm talking to Aline, it might be that this camera is active. So remote participants will constantly see somebody's cheek, which is not really flattering and not really engaging as a conversation. So line of sight issues, participant to screen or camera to participant, we solve that by strategically putting smaller screens in front of everybody so that you constantly see what's going on. So if another person in the room speaks, automatically we activate the camera that is available in our station, so you have a constant view on what's going on. Now, as we have our multi-stream capabilities, so our Plexus can do up to 6 Full HD video sources. In this case, we've set up the system so that the last 3 persons that were in the conversation are always sent to the Zoom call. So that means that we have a Zoom call here, so that represents a remote participant. And this are the 3 shots from the room. So if you start talking into the microphone here, you will see that the 3 persons from the room are visible. So what does that mean? It means that if I'm a remote participant, you ask a question, you start to answer. In a traditional system, the camera will move and will position at you. But I'm sitting at home and I don't see the reaction that you have on what you have to say. So you miss that whole visual cue and the body language, which is a high degree also very important in communication. So our mission of creating better understanding is not only on the audio level, but also takes that extra visual level into the equation.